Alright, what's up guys? We're going to go over the new update for ARMA Reforger. Some really cool stuff that I'm excited to go over with today. Version 1.5.0.14. We have some new, in the assets log here, we have the assets, some general stuff, playable content, which is going to be really cool with scenarios, and some stability and performance stuff, I guess.
Bug
dealing
fixes.
with, yeah, AI controls. We'll go over all that, but mostly we're here to go over like the basic stuff that you'll be able to see in the game. So assets, we have two new launchers. We have two new uniforms, I'm assuming for each side. Then we have new ammo for the current existing launcher. Anti-personnel mines, really excited about that. So these are the two versions of that, I guess, for the RU side and the
NATO
side. The flares, added hand flares, really cool. Light portals added to more vehicles. Not sure exactly what that is. This is some small tweaks. We won't really go over that. This one's huge.
Big, important stuff.
Yeah, added ability to move on vehicles. So the way I hear that is, moving on the back of a transport truck and shooting, arriving to a point. That should be pretty crazy. Hopefully it's not too buggy, but we'll see. Either way, that's exciting. Ability to assemble stationary turret weapons and mortars. Okay, so there's the ability to put in your backpack, if you have a large enough backpack, mortar systems and turret systems to move around. They don't have to be built on base. That's going to be crazy, absolutely insane. Ability to build small sandbag objects from sandbag items. Okay, that's probably like setting up points along the map to further your push onto an enemy team, or whatever the heck that's going to be used for. Salvaging vehicles for, like, destroyed vehicles for supplies using a repair truck. That's actually pretty crazy. So if you're low on supply and somebody, if this is what I'm thinking, if you're low on supply at a base and somebody came through with a helicopter and destroyed a bunch of your trucks, you might be able to salvage those trucks to get supply to be able to respawn there.
But it says using repair trucks, so there has to be repair trucks.
Foliage now moves when character or a vehicle passes through it. So bushes, trees.
You can actually see movement in foliage.
That'd be cool to test that out. Support for joysticks and throttle devices for HOTAS stuff. I don't use that, but I'm sure that's really cool for everyone that does. And then
that's all miscellaneous stuff.
Bunch of
all these patch notes are on ARMA's website to go look through. So
yeah, just go to ARMA Reforger and then go to news, and it'll be one of the recent news, and it's the 1.5.014 log. We have Game Master up. We've not done this before, so we're going to kind of do our best. Over here I have the soldiers set up to run through a large and a medium minefield for the American version of the minefields. Alright, I'm going to select the anti-personnel mines finally. So let's put a bunch in here. Alright, these guys should definitely die. Let's move these guys.
Get closer.
To here. Oh, that scared them. Oh man.
They're not crazy big explosions. It's just like a grenade.
Yeah, it's like a.
It seems like
I feel like they're pretty accurate.
Oh, frag.
Alright. We're going to try this first person now. I'm going to try to find one without dying. Oh.
Okay.
So
So those are small. That's very small.
And if you find it, because this is
You
an
can disarm
American
it.
one, I can disarm it.
Yeah.
That's pretty
That's
cool.
it's very small.
Oh wow.
See how long it takes to disarm.
And then I can
Okay.
arm it.
Okay.
So these you could pack
And
a
you can
ton of
pick
these in a
'em up.
backpack.
Yeah.
So let's look at the weight of that. 0.09. You could.
Yeah, you can
Wow,
pack a
that's
ton
crazy.
of those. They're
They're
what's
gonna be
the
everywhere now.
the weight of a frag?
Yeah, it weighs not even close
So
to
they're
a
a
frag.
fraction of those.
That's insane. All right,
See if
let's
it
see what
kills
this
you.
is. Oh, that's
Yep.
instant.
All right, so it's instant. All right, so you have no chance of surviving if you walk over one. Then.
Now we can go through the rest of the patch notes. One of the things is this new skin for the Huey. Pretty cool.
Pretty sick.
Definitely got some like I would think it's Vietnam era vibe.
Next, you can look at the hand-fired flares. Do that. I have a checklist
See
on
if
there.
I have one. Okay, I already have flares. So green and red flares. Obviously, we're not going to see this well. Let me change. Time of day.
Try that again in nighttime to see what it looks like. I mean, you can still see them during daytime, but and before I believe we have
That's
regular
so sick, dude.
throwable flares, right? We have flares you can throw, I
that's
believe.
absolutely insane. I'm so pumped for this.
Try
stuff.
try the red. Send off one more.
Try the red one. Equipped it. Okay.
It's pretty cool.
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 All right, let me change the time back to daytime. All right, here is the new M65 Tiger Stripe uniforms for the American side.
These are all uniforms that are in like the base, no mods, your base vanilla servers, like not really even vanilla servers, but obviously if you're playing modded servers, they have all different sorts of uniforms and equipment and everything. So it's cool.
They also added this helmet.
Sweet.
Pretty cool American theme. All right, here are the deployable mounted turrets. You can do the same with. You can do the same with.
Are you?
Might be in here. You can do the same with the mortar system now.
Yeah.
And
right
it breaks down, so you have to put the stuff in your backpack, and then you build it. So we can try that here. Let's get a big backpack. All right, so let's put this in there. Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, so those are too big. I'm assuming no. So they're too big to carry in your back. You got to put them in vehicles still.
Okay,
so you
when I
can
said
place them in
earlier-
vehicles, carry them to areas, and then place them down. Because obviously these would be too heavy to carry on your person. The M60 you could carry, but definitely not the Browning.
M60 mounted turret.
Pretty cool. These will probably be really great for setting up ambushes, packing up vehicles with these, setting them on sides of roads and in the woods.
All right, we're gonna attempt to get in this thing and walk around in the back. AI is doing what they want right now. All right,
So
nice.
you
I
don't get
should
in the
stay in
passenger.
here.
Yeah.
Nice. I should be able to shoot. Pretty crazy.
Alright, so now we're showing the movement in the back of the vehicle. We're able to shoot out the back now. We have AI taking us to a spot with enemies there. If he doesn't wreck by the time we get there.
Definitely really cool. I'm wondering how this is going to be with a bunch of dudes in here.
It's wonky. Go back to first person.
Can lay down. That's crazy, dude. Jump. It works really well. It's not glitchy. So obviously in multiplayer game you can keep driving. The AI guy wants to get out for good reasons, but
you get the gist.
pretty sick.
Move around now. Stop the back. Yeah. Alright, so now we're going to show, under general they added foliage now moves when character or vehicle passes through it. So now we should be able to see movement in trees and bushes. So as you can see, it's moving. Not much as I thought it would.
It's still moving, which is really going to help.
Yeah.
When you have.
And I'm sure it's going to be louder now. Yep.
Yeah, that's huge.
Go drive through like a smaller tree if there's one.
Alright, now we're going to try it with the dude. I like
As you
that
can see,
a lot.
yeah, it moves a lot
That way
more.
if you're in here and you're trying to find a guy, these bushes are easily noticed when they start moving.
Yeah.
See
Before, it was pretty tough to see stuff moving, so the grass moves when you're laying it. That's cool. So just small stuff they're updating as far as the foliage goes.
check out the new apparel, outfit, whatever you want to call it, camo, for the Russians. So it was the, what was the number on that?
Should be the TTSKO uniforms.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a tiger as well. No, it's like a Russian version multicam. Pretty cool.
Yep. So here is the RPG 22 launcher. This is the equivalent of the law for the US NATO side. So nothing crazy, just another launcher, a more maneuverable launcher, lighter one for the Russia side.
Alright.
So it shows in the changelog summary, it says they added RPG 75 launcher. I'm not sure what that is. There's nothing new under the launchers section with RU, but they did add 2 new uh, RPG ammo, so we'll show those real quick. So here is the
PG-7VR, which I
looks like a
believe
heavy anti-tank, I would assume.
let's see real quick. Is a 200 meter effect range high explosive anti-tank round with 105 millimeter primary warhead for the RPG-7. So this is anti-tank.
All right, we're gonna test the which one's this? 7VR on a heavier equipment. We got an LEV. Wow. So literally one shot with this thing.
Russian armor.
So yeah, it definitely deals a lot of damage.
All right, let's try the other
RPG ammo, which is the 7VL. What does it say?
No, 7VM. Anti-tank.
7VM ammo.
Try Russian armor.
So still deals a heavy amount of damage, just lighter than the other new heavy anti-tank ammo. All right, so now we're gonna test one of the anti-personnel mines, the damage it does to a vehicle. Curious to see how much damage the vehicle takes to one of these. I assume it's similar to a grenade. Yeah, so it knocks you out.
This is going to be really crazy. These are going to be everywhere.
Yep. Minor
Just-
damage to the vehicle, but obviously it knocked you out, similar to a grenade. But you know, you can carry a lot of these, so it's not like anti.
Yeah, just to show you
AT.
how you can put 50 in a small backpack easy. So let's just say this is a base. We're going this way. I'm going to put a cluster of these. Definitely over 20. We'll see.
Yeah, we got a bunch of anti-personnel mines. We're gonna see the damage it'll do to a logistics truck. And like I said, this amount of mines I feel is not going to be uncommon because of how light they are and how many you can carry. So
Yeah,
I mean these are virtually impossible to see. You're not going to be able to see these driving on a road.
100% not going to see on the road. I'd like to get some speed here. See if that changes much.
It was already pretty difficult to see AT mines, so these are going to be, I'm not going to say impossible, but near impossible to see while driving. So
somehow it only blew one up. And on a heavier vehicle,
either way,
so you'll be able to get through with a heavier vehicle and not die,
or not get.
But you're going to be messed up.
Definitely does damage to the vehicle, but it looks like heavy vehicles can make it through it. Okay, so just more. It seems it's gonna be more of a problem for light vehicles, and yeah, just light vehicles and personnel. Just for fun, we're gonna try a heavier armored vehicle passing through these. I'm going to assume it's not going to do much because these are pretty close to. Actually, I think these are less explosives than a hand grenade. So we're going to see what it does to this, driving over a lot of them. Most likely it's not going to do anything, but just a test. So that was
It
a
made
lot
it
of them.
through,
It
but
made it through, but it is smoking. Definitely did a lot of damage to this thing.
that was a lot of mines, though.
Yeah. Still made it through. It'll probably make it through a second time here.
Knocked me out.
Knocked you. Okay.
So, if you hit an absolute cluster of them, and you consistently keep going over these, it's definitely going to knock you out. Vehicle with wheels, it pops the tires. Still keeps going.
So you're already woken up.
I'm interested to see what happens with the Bradleys and Abrams.
Yeah, he basically just cleared out most of those. It's still driving. You're not dead. You're not hurt.
It's
You're
nice to have
out.
something that can kind of clear these out.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what everyone's going to do in the game is take heavier vehicles now.
So yeah, that'll wrap up this video on the new experimental update on ARMA Reforger, the 1.5.0.14. Again, all the information on it is on ARMA's website under news, so you can go on there and check it out in more depth and detail. But yeah, we just covered the stuff that we thought was the coolest and most important. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next one.